this guy's been in the media heavy, man. He's been in the media heavy. And Jay, I'm looking at you. I want you to just tell me, like, in your opinion, what's next for Brandon Aiyuk in the future of his career, man? We see the trajectory he's going in right now with just the relationships and all that with other people. But how do you feel his career is going to pan out? What do you think's next for him? Let us.
Yeah, Brandon Aiyuk, great. I'm saying he's a very skilled receiver. Obviously, I think he'd be a Pro Bowl receiver, but I think he needs to get his shit together. Right? He's doing all this in the media, right? What I'm saying, trying to portray his image that he is the commander, and of course, it's good to think that way. But at the end of the day, it's still on the 49ers. I know you don't want to be there, but that's what it is. And until one of these teams, until the team you want to go, the commander signs to you. I mean, it's looking like a rough patch, right? It's not looking good for him. He wants to go to Commanders, but he doesn't want to, follow. He doesn't want to listen to the guy that's in charge, right? Jaden Daniels, captain of this team, right? You know, I think that he's just I think he has it flipped, right? And for his future of his career, at least coming into this season, I don't know what he's gonna do. He's destroying these relationships that he's had over the years in San Francisco, and that just leads to that just leads to worse and worse things for Brandon Ayuk's career. So I think, like I said, man, he needs to get his shit together, or else we're not gonna really be seeing Brandon Ayuk on that field for I don't know when.
Yeah, listen, I completely agree with that. On my, like I said, on my end, pretty much like what you said, Jay. Like I said, Brandon Ayuk, he's so talented. Such a versatile receiver, can play in multiple. He can be that one, that two, that slot, whatever. He has that ability. But like I said, in the NFL, in the NBA, these, they more so can deal with the drama and this and that. But the NFL, they don't play about that stuff. It's a real strict business. And Brandon Ayuk, him being a veteran, he should know this. But like I said, it's not going to help you get paid and get on the NFL roster. Number one, we already know the 49ers, he's just completely bashed them in the media. And then you go on to destroy what people thought was your lifeline back into the game with the Commanders when you go out and call out Jane Dale's relationship with his mother and all that. You're supposed to be one of his guys like that. So, I don't know. Like I said, I see him getting signed, but like I said, come week one, I'm not surprised if Brandon Ayuk's not on the football field. And he's not signed anywhere, but he's doing a lot of dumb stuff. He's in the he I believe that he said 49ers reunion on his Instagram story. And after bashing them all this time, so obviously I don't know about that. And then also, just like I said, like the relationship, him bashing this 49ers team in the media, this organization, these coaches, I don't see that's a cancer to the locker room. That's going to affect the 49ers success. Um so, and then the commander side, I mean, they said he bought a house in the DMV. I'm pretty sure I don't know if that's completely true. I haven't seen any major sources talking about it, but there has been a picture that came out of him, I believe, buying a house here by the commander's practice facility. So, like I said, he's just really delusional. I mean, like everyone's been saying, I don't know how you're getting CTE from a non-head injury, but it's really getting out of hand here, man. So I listen. I hope the best for him for sure, man. I, I hope the best for him, man. But dude, I mean, he's really losing his mind, Jay. He's
I
really
know
losing.
it's really crazy, right? And I mean, like you say, he's destroying that lifeline. We know he went to Arizona State with Jaden Daniels. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you said, he's crushing that lifeline with Jaden Daniels. And I feel like even those teams around the league, you know, are don't like seeing Brandon Ayuk in the state. So like I don't know what's next for him, but I don't like seeing him like this.
Yeah,
Right?
no doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. But that's gonna wrap up that our first little segment just about Brandon Ayuk. Like I said, I wish the best for him because his talent, but I don't see him fitting. I mean, like I said, I see him getting signed, but I don't see him getting signed to the Commanders or the 49ers. I think both of those are out the picture, just because of the damage that he's done to that organization personally.
Yeah.
So yeah,